Certainly across our client base, I think we've got clients of different levels of maturity. And so I'm not sure there's a one answer that fits all, or an answer to that question that fits all. But certainly B2B marketing, I would say in general, is changing fairly rapidly. And I think that's been driven by lots of circumstances like GDPR, the need to influence at the top of the funnel. I think there also the notion that email marketing is not the be-all and end-all that it used to be, and marketing automation is being seen as a piece of the puzzle, but not the entire answer to the whole puzzle. So I think the changes we're seeing are, depending on the business, either gradual, moving in the right direction, or for some of the more agile companies, possibly the smaller companies that we deal with, as a fast move into almost more of a B2C attitude in B2B, and taking some of the techniques that have been in B2C for a while that have been largely ignored by B2B. And I think the merging of sort of ad tech technology and traditional marketing automation technology has driven some of that as well. So I think our take on that actually as intent data, or the ability to use intent data within systems, has matured. It applies across the entire buying cycle as far as we're concerned. So I know the focus for a lot of clients has been on identifying accounts and people that they should be talking to, so almost as a priority mechanism at the top of funnel. But we think it also applies across the entire buyer journey with a brand, in that there's insight that can be uncovered at all stages. So if you think the traditional top of funnel stage, insight about who you should be talking to next, possibly who you should be engaging with in different ways, but also as you move towards the end of the buying cycle, it's useful to also look at insight data in terms of competition, that final mile that you have to go through to get the sale. Looking at what people are talking about, and that's invaluable to sales. And then a lot of the emphasis that we've seen in B2B as well has been on customer retention, customer expansion, outside of traditional demand gen, and then the insight that you've got there is fantastic as well. If people, if you're about to renew, if you're a subscription business and you start looking at competitors, then maybe that signals something that you should change your behavior in marketing, change your behavior in sales to reflect that. And I think that applies across the whole buyer journey, and it almost starts to couple with this whole customer experience message as well. How can we be relevant? How can we be timely in all our communications across the entire buyer's journey?